Hello and welcome to my Pokemon Journeys episode 93, Your Name is Francoise review. So this is an episode focused on the lab assistant Renji. Kinda weird that it's been this long for him to get one. What makes this guy tick? It's actually focused on the bond and history of him and his Magnemite Francoise. So this really fries off its emotional beats, which I don't really feel like I convey just by talking. But essentially a magnetic storm breaks out, which causes a whole bunch of Magnemite to freak out and go mad, which puts Francoise in danger. Again, we get to see how knowledgeable and analytical Sakuragi is, as the strange transmission being sent to Magnemite is in central Vermilion, so if we head to the outskirts, Francoise should be okay, so Ash and Go plan to escort him. He starts to recount the tale where they met in a very retro cafe, as Francoise loves retro electronics to feed from, it like the chandelier. It gets interrupted however as the other Magnemite attack, and Ash stays to fight them off and save Francoise. In a very cute little sequence, Go decides to disguise himself as Renji, and the Magnemite that followed him think he has Francoise under the lab coat. Go rocks this little Renji look from a lab coat to the disheveled hair, and he gets them to chase him, giving Renji and Francoise more time to run. In another flashback, it shows Francoise getting close to Renji, and in the present, Francoise tries to battle some of the Magnemite, but they need to hide. They see the old cafe, and we flash back again. It's closing, and Renji asks if he can take care of Francoise, and it really struggles to get used to its new life with Renji, not wanting to see any electronics he presents it. However, now the cover over Francoise' little screw head comes off in a battle, which makes it susceptible to the electrical signal, and it flies away to form something with other Magnemites. Ash and Go arrive. Sakuragi calls and the signal is coming from a malfunctioning satellite in space. The theory here is that the signal was something that would force an evolution, but this is on a much larger scale, causing millions of Magnemite to form into one being. Since Francoise hates Pikachu's electricity, Renji thinks it's the key to freeing Francoise and Magnemite. So Ash gets Pikachu to Thunderbolt and Magnemite split. Back into the past as Renji frantically looks for Francoise and he finds it. Back in the present he runs towards his friend and it lets off a big electric shock. In the past he wipes it down and gets it to finally eat from a lamp, and he gives Magnemite its nickname, Francoise. Back in the present he calls it Francoise and makes it remember everything and saves it. And to top it all off, Renji supported the cafe manager in reopening the cafe, and Francoise immediately flies off to feed from a chandelier. And with one last reveal, we find out that the name of the cafe was also Francoise. So this was a great little episode. As I mentioned, we basically had no development in history or anything for Renji, so finally getting it after so long felt really rewarding. It managed to make Francoise kind of cute too. Doesn't really feel like there's much you can do with a Magnemite to make it cute, but they pulled it off. Seeing the two becoming close in the past as Renji meets Francoise in the cafe helps it learn to be less fussy with the food it eats after it gets lost in the cold. Him giving it its name and the history between them being what pulls Francoise back from its rampaging state is really heartwarming. Though we do kind of undercut it as the other Magnemite appear to go back to normal at the same time and the narrator asks if it was a miracle or the satellite transmission shutting down. It's kind of left open so you can really make what you want from this, but the fact that the question was put forward kind of made me question how good the moment was, which was a shame. I guess the last thing I really have to say is that the form Magnemite takes at the end of the episode was really cool. I like that whole tension of there's so much we don't know about Pokemon's capabilities. When it came to them not just turning into a whole bunch of Magneton, that felt really mysterious to me. Like, I know they weren't going to evolve into something else, but the fact that I was sold for even a second was really cool. So what did you think of this episode? Thank you for watching my review, and hopefully I'll be seeing you next time.